Vietnam is one of the top destinations for many travelers. Before packing for your trip to Vietnam, you need to watch this video on what not to pack till the end, as some of the items on this list are not as common as you may think. Packing any of these illegal items could make your wonderful trip to Vietnam a horrible trip behind bars. Now, when you think about what you should be packing for your upcoming trip, you might think about the usual essentials: identification, passport, personal electronics, money to spend, clothes, and toiletries, just to name a few. But make no mistakes on other items you may be thinking about packing inside that luggage of yours. Some items that you decide to pack could come with some major consequences, especially when traveling to another country. Here are the 5 things you should never pack for your trip to Vietnam. Welcome back to Travel with Dodo. Make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. First on the list, let's state the obvious: illegal substances. Let's go off the assumption that if it's illegal in your country, it's probably illegal in other countries. Things like illegal drugs or other types of illegal substances is a big no-no. So don't push your luck by trying to pack any of these on your trip to Vietnam, because they come with some serious consequences. Penalties for possession of even a small amount of illegal drugs. You could be facing the death penalty. Yup, you heard right, the death penalty. So don't take this warning lightly. Even if some certain drugs may be legal in your country, it does not mean it's okay for you to travel with it to other countries. For example, the high-profile case of WNBA basketball star Brittany Griner traveling to Russia with possession of 2 cannabis oil vape cartridges. Although she had a doctor's prescription for medical cannabis use in the state of Arizona, she was sentenced to 9 years of imprisonment and was also fined 1 million rubles. If you are traveling with any prescribed medications, especially if they are classified as an addictive or psychotropic medicine, we recommend double-checking on the rules and regulations prior to your trip. Certain medications can be difficult to find in Vietnam, so make sure to check the requirements prior to making your trip arrangements and pack only what is allowed. Next up, we have weapons and explosives. While some countries allow their citizens to own and carry some kind of weapon, however, in Vietnam it is not recommended to bring any of these with you. The use or possession of firearms and explosives is strictly forbidden. It is illegal for Vietnamese civilians to own firearms other than shotguns, which can only be owned with strict regulations. We also do not recommend bringing any other types of products that can be considered a weapon or self-defense product, such as knives, pepper sprays, and tasers. Bringing any of these kind of products will also get you into trouble with the authorities. Before we get to the next item on the list, make sure to hit that subscribe button and bell icon to get notified on our future travel guide videos. We appreciate your support. Next on the list is anti-government propaganda. Due to Vietnam having a sensitive history of civil war and government and political views, it is important for travelers to be cautious of what kind of documents, literature, or other types of media you are taking on your trip. Do not pack anything that could even be considered anti-government propaganda. Vietnam's government takes a very strong stance against any material that could be seen as anti-government propaganda, and travelers could face some serious consequences from fines to even imprisonment. Next up, we got traveling with valuables. When traveling, it's important to always exercise caution when it comes to things of value. In certain areas of the country, especially crowded tourist destinations, petty crimes such as theft and pickpocketing can be a problem. So that means fancy jewelry, expensive electronics, designer goods, or wads of cash, you should probably just leave it at home. We do not recommend bringing anything that is valuable, unless you really have to. If it's an item that you must bring with you, we suggest keeping the valuables in a hotel safe or a secured luggage that you can lock. Here's another tip: keep your belongings safe, by keeping them out of sight from others as much as possible. If you are wary of theft, we recommend purchasing some type of travel insurance that will cover the potential loss of personal items. Last on our list is pornography. Vietnam has strict laws and regulations against pornography. Consider the cultural and social norms of any country that you are traveling to. Pornography is considered offensive and disrespectful in Vietnamese culture. Any material such as magazines, videos, and any other types of explicit items could come with some serious consequences such as hefty fines or even imprisonment. So, avoid packing anything that can be considered inappropriate or offensive. Vietnam is a great country to visit for many travelers, being that it is quite affordable in comparison to many other countries in Asia. If you're planning a trip to Vietnam, make sure to check out our videos on some of the top places to visit in a link above for some great travel ideas and destinations. Vietnam is filled with beautiful places to visit, culture, history, and a variety of amazing Vietnamese cuisines to choose from. It is no wonder why Vietnam is a top destination for travelers. But when traveling, remember to pack only what is allowed and respect the country's laws and regulations. Following these laws will help your trip to Vietnam feel like a dream come true and not a trip that feels like a nightmare. That wraps up our video on the items you should never pack when traveling to Vietnam. Let us know in the comments what you think about this list, or if you've had any experiences like this when traveling to another country. We'd love to hear your story. We hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe and like button to support our growing channel. Thanks for watching.